Sure, just a couple of things before we get started. Of course, keep your microphones muted unless you're asking a question to the presenters during that time. And be mindful of background noises so that our presenters can have the floor. If there's any internet issues that occur because of your local bandwidth, all the sessions are going to be recorded and the PowerPoints are going to be posted within the EventMobi app. Also, there are evaluations in the EventMobi app. And if you click on the session that you used to get to the Zoom room and then scrolled all the way down to the bottom, then there's a link there. So if you would provide an evaluation at the end of that, we would appreciate it. We will go ahead and give the floor to our presenters now. And we'll let them introduce themselves because there's a whole bunch more than we thought. So go ahead.
Hi, we're Chautauqua and Bay High. I'm Ashlyn Ward, and we have Carissa Boston. Hello. And Melissa Grabner-Hagen with us. We have some of our students that we work with, and we just wanted them to kind of share their experiences because they are the ones that, we're talking about today. But before we get started, we had a quick video we wanted to share, if that's all right.
So you'll have to make sure you share your screen, I believe.
Is it sharing it? No, I don't think it's sharing it, is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah.
We can see your video.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Carissa. Hi, I'm Ashley. Before our live presentation, we want to share a quick video to give you all some background on Chautauqua, Bay High, and our alliance to bring inclusion to our local community and globally. As we share, please enjoy photos from our service learning and travel. Chautauqua strives to inspire the best of human values. Our school was started in 2005 as, and continues to be, a self-sustaining AmeriCorps Vista project to address the poverty of purpose among the disabled. We help students with disabilities who are on the wait list to have a place to transition into adulthood after leaving high school. Chautauqua was founded so that these students would not lose the skills they had worked so hard to learn while in school and to find their purpose in life. These students have aged out of their secondary schooling, but remain eligible to have services from the state until they are 22 years old. The main methodology of teaching is service learning. We are dedicated to preparing disabled students for the world around them, but most importantly, help prepare the world for them. Our students learn through service and meet their individual goals by volunteering locally and while traveling internationally. Chautauqua students see a need and meet it. Every student of Chautauqua, past, present, and future, has been, is, and will be an asset to change in our community and the world. Chautauqua sees travel as a place to help our students step out of their comfort zone and show them that they are not limited by their disabilities. We are the servers, not the served. We continually meet local needs, but also have helped serve in 37 countries on all 7 continents. Chautauqua utilizes reverse inclusion to reach students and others to bring them in and help show them how having disabled and non-disabled peers helps to have a better worldview and to support all kinds of people. With reverse inclusion, we are not knocking on doors to join a cause. We begin an exciting work while making a difference where others take notice and knock on our door and want to be involved. Our alliance with Bay High School goes hand in hand with what we teach our students at Chautauqua and promotes reverse inclusion. We want our Bay High students to learn and grow through mentoring, volunteering, and traveling alongside Chautauqua students. We hope that through this, the Bay High students can promote the importance of inclusion and why it takes all of us from all different backgrounds to make a change in the world. Bay High School is one of the oldest accredited schools in Florida and offers the Advanced International Certificate of Education, the ACE program. This program is a partnership with Cambridge University in England. ACE provides students the best foundation of courses and testing to help them succeed in their post-secondary studies anywhere in the world. All of our mentors are participants in this program, and every year our mentors include Bay High's valedictorian, salutatorian, and others in the top of their class. We believe when our Bay High students become their absolute best, they can help our students become their best. I'm Garcia Waller, and I'm here with the members of the Chautauqua family. We are both humbled and honored to be this year's recipient of the Peace Cam Global Call to Action Challenge Award. We are excited to be here with you and tell you about our Chautauqua family. We are delighted to be here in Denver. As you'll see, traveling is one of the things we do best. We arrived here by train 2 days ago. We felt right at home because we have white stuff on the ground in Panama City too, except we call ours sand. Our Chautauqua family is about 100 strong. It includes students, young adults, volunteers, high school mentors, one of whom is an exchange student from Holland. With the volunteers and staff, we are a pretty diverse group, but we believe that one best way to learn to become independent ourselves is to reach out to other people in need. Our school. We would like you to come and visit us in Panama City. This is our classroom building. It is painted to look like the Hall of Philosophy at the Institute in New York. However, unless you arrive early in the morning, you aren't likely to find us in the classroom. On the local trolley, you are much more likely to find us here in Washington, D.C., or here in Boston with Peter Levine, in Egypt, or even here.
Working together. There are a few places where you can catch up with us every day. One is the cafeteria at Bay High School, 1 block from our school in exchange for the school allowing us to use their food service. We clean their cafeteria 3 times a day. This has saved our school district thousands of dollars, which they have used to hire another aide for students, disabilities in the high school. Everybody helps. Everybody helps. It's a win-win situation. Another place you can always catch up with us is on the Baytown Trolley, our public transportation system. Since most of us won't drive, public transportation is very important to us. We have taught other people to use the system by doing something called trolley training. We teach senior citizens and people with disabilities how to use the system.
A few years ago, our community commissioners considered cutting back on our financial support for the trolley. That would have meant cutting back on our routes. We started attending community and city commissioners meeting and convinced them to add evening and weekend services instead.
Through our presentation, you will hear from our Chautauqua and Bay High students about their experiences and lessons learned from traveling together. Thank you for watching, and we cannot wait to share more with all of you.
Okay. Okay, right? Ready to move on. I think I can handle it. Okay. Good morning and welcome. I am Dr. Melissa Grabner-Hagan. I am an educational psychologist. I teach for Purdue University, and I am the part-time researcher for Chautauqua Learning Service. As you saw in the video, Chautauqua teaches through the method of service learning. And part of service learning is, for Chautauqua at least, is inclusive travel. So
pretty soon the students are going to tell you about their experiences traveling and what they've learned from it, but both of those methods are really important for social determination, or sorry, for self-determination, for growing the sense of controlling your own destiny. And in particular, there are three parts of self-determination. First is autonomy, that students who feel autonomous, feel independent, feel that they can do things on their own. Second is self-efficacy. Students who feel self-determined have this ability to feel competent and that they can do tasks. And then lastly is, as you'll hear when the students speak, relatedness. And they feel they belong within the group, and as you can see, their partners, they have had these great experiences. So when you hear their comments on where they went, what they did, please note the sort of self-determination that's growing from this experience. So, Mr. Sir?
Okay, hi, I'm Reagan. I'm a Bay High student, and I went to Argentina. Hello, I'm Brooklyn Parker. And, and I went to Argentina as well.
Where else have you been, Brooklyn?
I was in New York and New York City. What was your favorite travel destination? Argentina. Why was that your favorite? Because of the city, the mall, and the city there. Do you remember the bamboo bikes that were in the hotel that we saw there and driving down the road? Yes. That was fun. Yes. Hi, my name is Jasmira. I'm also a student at Bay High School. And this is Lily. Hi, I go to Chicago and I went to New Zealand. Oh, I forgot what I said. I've been to Tanzania, I've been to Dubai, I've been to New Zealand, and I've also been to Eastern. What has been your favorite travel destination? New Zealand. Yeah, me too. I really like New Zealand. We went to so many places and we visited the mosque. We've also went to the school district. I think so. And then there was the dance. Yeah, we like walking all over downtown Auckland. We were looking at all the cultural dances and stuff. It was really fun.
Hi, I'm Isaac. I'm a student here at Bay High. I've been to Argentina, Tanzania. You guys. Okay, and hi, my name is Bill. I'm from Argentina, Africa, and Tanzania. Also, went to Dubai, Ireland. My name is Domingo. I'm a student at Chicago, and I went to Tanzania and Argentina and Dubai. Yeah, what was your favorite place? To me, I would go to Dubai. Tanzania. Wow. Climate, Kilimanjaro, and yeah, that was fun there. I think my favorite place is probably New Zealand because it's so gorgeous. But Africa was really nice too. We went and we volunteered at an orphanage for a day, and that was pretty nice. I think everyone had a lot of fun with that. For my favorite, Dubai, because I just love that facility, the architecture, the culture there, especially when we went to the World Park Tower. Yeah, it's always an experience. It's always an adventure. Really good.
My name is Gretel. I'm a student at Bay High School. I travel a bunch of places with Chicago, like Argentina, Australia, South Africa, Germany.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm also a Bay High student. So far, I've been to New Zealand and I've been to India.
Hey, I'm Dave. I've been to the New Zealand again. It's so fun. Much fun.
Where else have you been, Dave?
Cyprus.
Cyprus. What about London? Did you go to
Yeah,
London?
London, yeah. I want to.
Which one is your favorite?
New Zealand, it was different, it was gorgeous. And visiting the mosque after the Christchurch shooting was a very powerful experience. I'm Joe Frank. I'm from Bombay. And I'm John. And where have you been? I have been to Ireland, Eastbound, and New Zealand. What about you? I've been to Ireland, I think Disney World a few times, and New York. We traveled to Ireland because of our partnership with the university that is located in Port Island. The Chicago partners with University College Course, UCC, Ireland. Our students attend UCC's award-winning certificate of contemporary living program and an international summer program created by Dr. Mary Neal. The Chicago students stay in dorms of UCC and attend classes in the ancient stone buildings with UCC students and Irish CCL. I'm Odin. I go to Bay High, and I've been with Chicago at Eastbound in New Zealand.
I'm Matthew Zabrowski. I'm a former student of Chautauqua. And I went to Washington, D.C.
So what was your first trip to Eastbound with Chicago?
To Washington, D.C.
And how did it impact you?
The experience was great, but it would not be something I would want to do again. What about you?
My first trip was with Pete Graham in seventh grade. We went to Tallahassee. I got invited back to come to New Zealand in eighth grade, and that was an amazing experience, and it really broadened my horizon and showed me how much of the world is out there.
So now, since you're a staff now, what do you do at Chautauqua?
I am also a staff member at Chautauqua. I am the receptionist 3 days a week. Basically, I answer the phones and I take messages. And I help out around the school wherever I can.
I'm Jesse, and I'm a Chicago student, and my name is Livingston Southern student. We went to Peru. It was fun.
Where else have you been, Austin?
New Zealand, Cyprus.
What was your favorite trip and why?
Cyprus is my favorite trip.
What did you enjoy in Cyprus?
The sight.
What about you, Jesse? What's your favorite trip?
I've been to Peru, Ireland, New York, and Eastbound. My favorite trip is probably Ireland.
What was your favorite part about being there?
Did you like the accent?
Probably the hot springs.
What about the classes? Did you enjoy the classes that we took there in Port Ireland at the University of Cork?
Somewhat.
I fell asleep during the classes.
All right.
I'm doing Cyprus. I know the day. And what was your favorite time of her house? And I'm now going to I go to Chicago. And the places I've been to is New Zealand, Ireland, Mexico, New York, and Washington, D.C. And my favorite trip was Ireland, and we took classes there at the University of Cork. And how about you? Chicago covers it all. Yes, one of the staff members at Chicago will help with that. They help us fill out the application to get that. And they take us to the appointment.
My name is Dominic, and I am a Chicago student.
we would like to share about the exciting things that I do locally for our community. As a photography student, I am very involved in service running on and off campus. All students help to make a difference at our school and community. Every school day, I go with a group to a local elementary school to clean shoes and assist the custodial staff. I learn work skills and meet individual goals while volunteering. I enjoy making a difference at my school and in my community while becoming the best version of myself. My name is Brandon, and I'm an eighth member from Bay High School. We partnered together in service learning project for daily. One of our most recent partnerships was a drive-up food pantry where Bay County residents were able to come and pick up boxes of donated food free of charge. Chicago and Bay High partnered with a local church and helped facilitate the whole pantry on the back lot of Chicago's campus, just a block away from Bay High School. By the end of the event, over 50,000 pounds of food were given out to local families. The past few years have been very difficult for Bay County residents from the Category 5 hurricane in 2018 that damaged so much of our county to the pandemic. This is much needed, and we are so grateful that we are able to help our community.
My name is Jasmira, and as a Chautauqua ACE mentor, we are invited to volunteer in so many ways, but also to reach out to our friends at Chautauqua and have them volunteer with us. This past month, I am also part of the student government at Bay High School, and we came up with an idea, as prom was right around the corner, to do a prom dress shop. We reached out to Chautauqua, and they had many dresses that they were able to donate, as well as have the community donate as well. For 70 dresses of the variety of sizes that who weren't able to afford a prom dress could come and pick out and own. And with the many students that needed assistance with getting the dresses, with the help of Chautauqua, we were able to have not just dresses, but shoes, jewelry, suits, and as well as gift cards to Target where they can get makeup as well. And we just wanted them to feel special at prom. And a big thanks to Chautauqua for that, for partnering with us as they always do, to be able to do all of these things with them. And not just with the prom dress shop, we've also, like the pop-up pantry, we gave Chautauqua a call, and they were like, they asked if we needed volunteers, and we said yeah, so we all just came over, as well as a grill out that we had a few weeks ago. We wanted to make sure that everybody at Chautauqua felt included as well. So I reached out to Ms. McCauley at Chautauqua and was like, do any of your students want to attend our grill out? And so they did, and we just had a really fun time.
Hello, I'm Carissa, and we just wanted to say thank you for allowing us to share our experience and for allowing our students to speak and share our experience with you all. And we hope that we were able to impact you the way you impacted us. And I think we are ready for any questions that you guys may have. Thank you.
Yes, if there's any questions, open for them whenever you have. I was gonna add one thing about Jasmine here about the prom dress shop, because she reached out to us and had this amazing idea with the SBA. We were able to do a prom dress shop at several other local high schools and make sure everybody for their proms in our Bay County could have a dress that they needed or shoes or anything. So, if there's any questions,
Thank you so much. If there is any questions, if you want to turn on your microphone or put them in the chat pod for us. There's a question in the chat pod. Can you see it?
Yeah, it says, where does the funding come from for the trip? Okay, so a lot of our funding, we're a charter school that's like recognized by the district here in Bay County, but we have very low overhead costs. We're basically at a house with different portables and stuff. But we don't have really administration or anything. We partner with Bay High for those needs sometimes. But also instead of having our own library or having our own cafeteria or having different things like that, we use the library in the community. We get to use the cafeteria, like it was mentioned in the video, at Bay High. We go up there and we clean for them. And in return, not having to hire that custodial staff, they have money and funds they can use to hire staff in the ESC building. And then we're able to use those funds that we save from not having the library and the cafeteria and things like that to go on these trips.
That's super creative. I love that. That's a great way to do that.
And it is free for all students.
Yes, it's free. The school is completely free. All travel is free, everything. No one pays for anything. It's completely free for them.
That's amazing. What an amazing opportunity. Do we have any other questions?
I was wondering how you do your recruitment for students from Bay High.
So we have the ACE program. They get to join a class. It's a college course where they come down and they get to mentor with us every day for one of their class periods, but it also counts towards the college course at Gulf Coast State College here in the county. And they just get to, I think usually doesn't Ms. Parker or somebody, they kind of recognize some of the top students in the class who are doing well to, really use that extra college credit, and they get to come down. But we also just have that partnership with a lot of students. Some students are even in ACE, and we partner with them every day also. So we just kind of know everybody at Bay, and they know all of us. So it works out.
It's not a recruiting.
Yes.
They sort of self-select.
Right, they kind of that's right, they really do self-select, and then once people hear about us, sometimes they'll come and reach out to us and ask if they can volunteer, and it just becomes a partnership that way.
Do we have any additional questions? I'm seeing some positive feedback in our chat, and yeah, I'm seeing some positive notes in there. I'm not seeing any additional questions right now. We just want to thank you all so much. Everyone wants to travel with you now, and they want to come up there and go travel with you. So you may have some visitors this next year when we're allowed to travel again. Let us know if you need any chaperones on your trips. Yes, everyone's saying, yes, we want to go with you. And you may have some people reaching out to you who want to know more about your programs, to do something like that within their districts or within their schools. What an amazing program. Thank you so much for sharing everything. Thank you all for being with us in one room today. We appreciate seeing all of you. So I'm going to wave to you. Hi, because I can see all of you. There we go. You can see all of our names. We'll see if a couple people want to turn on their cameras. We'll stick around for a few more minutes if anybody else has any more questions, but thank you one more time to all of our presenters today. A round of applause for them. Please remember, those of you that are on our session today, that our final closing keynote is today at 10:30. And we will have our bureau chief speaking at our closing keynote. So please join us then. And the Zoom link you can find in your event Mobi. Remember that the evaluation for this session is also in event Mobi under the session if you scroll down to the bottom. So we'll stick around for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and close out this room if we don't have any questions. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you so much to the presenters and to all the student presenters. It was wonderful to hear from you all. Thank you.
So much.
Were you nervous, students?
Yeah.
You didn't look it. You look like professionals.
The evaluation is, if you go to where you got the link, Brittany, for this session, if you keep scrolling all the way the bottom of that page where the session information was. No problem. All right, Donna, I am going to go head out and get ready for the next one. So I'll see you in the
Okay.
main room.
I was just going to say one other thing to the Chautauqua and Bay High School folks. Maybe you guys could, maybe you've already done this before, but if not, you guys would be awesome at Family Cafe, and you could travel there.
Travel to Orlando.
Yes, we definitely will pass it along to her, the direction, and let her know. Thanks for the suggestion.
Okay, thank you. I'll be closing the Zoom room now. Thank you again. Goodbye.